Coming up on Cabarrus This Week, we take you inside the classroom of an award-winning middle school teacher who's leading the way in soil and water conservation education. And your spring cleaning may result in a collection of leftover hazardous chemicals. Learn what they are and how you can safely get rid of them. Plus, what does $2 billion in investment really mean to people in Cabarrus? The county wants residents to learn the real story behind economic development. We're covering all that and more right now on Cabarrus This Week. Welcome to Cabarrus This Week. I'm Dominique Clark, and we're at Mount Pleasant Middle School, home to one of the top middle school FFA chapters and agricultural programs in the United States. Agricultural teacher and FFA advisor Ashleigh Miller takes us into her classroom and shares how she teaches students the importance of managing basic natural resources. Ashleigh's love for the subject and her students led to statewide recognition as the 2021 Conservation Teacher of the Year.
I'm Ashleigh Miller. I'm the agriculture teacher and FFA advisor at Mount Pleasant Middle School. I teach agriculture education to grades 6 through 8. 6th grade is an exploring class, 7th grade is plant and animal science, and 8th grade is biotechnology. We have won the North Carolina Middle School Chapter of the Year 2 years in a row. We were also recognized as one of the top 5 middle school FFA chapters and agriculture programs in the United States. Students, when they come to my class, I teach them all the opportunities there are in agriculture and why we should care about food and natural resources and how to grow food. Farming is really important, like getting your food, and farming is a lot more complex and there's a lot more science and knowledge that goes into it than like most people realize. In the Mount Pleasant community, I teach a lot of students who their goal is to take over their family farms, and we need those people in our community because we need to be able to feed ourselves and like have our own food. I didn't originally plan on becoming a teacher. My bachelor's degree is actually in animal science. I planned on working on a farm and just needed a job, ended up as a teacher, and love it. I love teaching kids hands-on activities and doing stuff with them every day.
Our conservation teacher, Miss Ashleigh Miller of Mount Pleasant Middle School, she was awarded the North Carolina Secondary Teacher of the Year, and that award is to recognize outstanding conservation education efforts of our state teachers. Ashleigh is one of our best teachers in the district, and we're very proud of her.
I'm apparently pretty good. Obviously, like there's times where I'm like, oh gosh, what the heck am I doing teaching? Or worry about whether I'm doing the right thing and stuff, but then like there's always something that the kids seem to like me. So I think everybody should take agriculture education. Understanding where your food comes from, whether you choose a career in agriculture or not, it's gonna affect you every day for the rest of your life.
Great job, Ashleigh. We also want to mention Ashleigh's students who have won numerous FFA contests in regional, statewide, and national competitions. The Secondary Conservation Teacher of the Year wasn't the only honor tied to the Cabarrus Soil and Water Conservation District. The district itself also earned the distinction of State Education District of the Year, while longtime agricultural advocate Ned Hudson was inducted into the North Carolina Association of Soil and Water Conservation Districts Hall of Fame. Sadly, Ned passed away last December, but family members were on hand for the induction. Congratulations to all. Now, if you're anything like me, you're just about ready to start spring cleaning. Many common household products contain hazardous chemicals. Once released, these chemicals are free to contaminate our body, home, and the environment. But how do you properly dispose of these items? We visited the Cabarrus County Household Hazardous Waste Facility off Highway 49 to speak with the Environmental Management Director, Kevin Grant, who shares acceptable items to bring to the facility, details how staff safely dispose of those items, and discusses the free Cartology app, which you can download to be notified about hazardous household waste collection events and more. Let's take a look.
Right now we're at the Cabarrus County Household Hazardous Waste and Recycling Convenience Center. Today happens to be one of our household hazardous waste collection days. We hold these events on the first Wednesday and third Saturday of every month. Things we collect today are your paints, household cleaners, pesticides, fertilizers, old gas, things like that that are kind of nasty that you got to have people that know what they're doing make sure they handle them and dispose of them properly, and it's stuff that we really don't want people putting into their trash carts and ultimately going into the landfill. Bring it to us, make sure that it either gets recycled or disposed of in the safest manner possible. A lot of your household cleaners have some really hazardous chemicals. If for any reason you can't use them all up or they're old or outdated, yes, you can bring them to us. Make sure that it's in its original packaging so that we could actually see exactly what it is, so there's no guesswork. Or if not, work with us and let us know what it is so we know how to package it, keep it separated for items that are incompatible. Participation's gone up by about 1,000 vehicles over the last 5 years, so we've almost doubled participation. One good thing that we're doing is with our Cartology app, we do put when we have a household hazardous waste collection on the schedule, so it will pop up on people's schedule. People truly do want to do the right thing. They're starting to become more and more familiar with what we do here. It is absolutely free. You don't even have to get out of your vehicle. We unload everything for you and you're on your way. Typically you're out of here in about a minute or so, so it's very convenient for folks. So I think that is helping as well.
Thanks, Kevin. Cartology has become a great resource for our residents. If you haven't already downloaded the app, do it today. More than $2 billion in economic development announcements have been made over the past year. But what does this actually mean? If you're curious to learn how the investments work and who benefits, we invite you to join us for Gov 101 Economic Development on March 25th, 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the old Cabarrus Bank Building in downtown Concord, home of the Cabarrus Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. In this interactive experience, participants will learn about the terms and benefits of the investments, connect with local small business supporters, hear how tourism impacts our community, and more. To learn more or register, just call 704-920-2266 or email outreach@cabarruscounty.us. That's our show for this week. As always, you can find more stories and updates by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Cabarrus County or subscribing to our weekly newsletter. Just visit cabarruscounty.us and type newsletter in the search bar. And watch all of our other programming on demand at youtube.com/Cabarrus County. Like and subscribe to get all of our updates. Until next time, CAPCO.